Ready to go? All right, welcome everybody. We are live here at Wauwatosa Curling Club, and we are in the final game here between Dan Mitchell and Team Rob Hipke for the Wauwatosa Curling Club Championship game. I'm Neil Freund, and I'm here with Scott McGregor.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Very good.
Good,
Very
awesome.
Good, yeah.
So we're here to bring you all the curling action tonight. Neil, I'll let you introduce the club. You know it a bit better than I do.
So we're here at the Mueller Building at Hart Park in Wauwatosa, a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Wauwatosa Club has experienced our 100th anniversary this year. We're celebrating this year and next year. The club was started in 21, so the curling season always extends a 2-year period. But we're here with the Wauwatosa, the championship game for the WCC, we call it, the WCC Championship. And that is a newer event that we've started maybe 3 years old. It's about 3 years old, I think. Kind of took the place of an earlier league that was called the Scott event, I believe. And we put this one in place to get more of a mixed curling events. It's an open event, I guess. Bring more people into the club and give some competitive play.
Yeah, I mean, as someone new to the club this year, I've only been playing on the Wednesday night men's league, so I've just been seeing the same guys at the club every night. So this has been a cool experience just to. I mean, I haven't been able to meet as many because it's still COVID, but I've been able to see a bunch of new faces and find there's more people at the club than the people I've seen so far at Sheet Zero and on the ice so far. So definitely pretty cool. It feels like it extends the season a little bit further too. So we have the finals earlier on, and then of the regular men's league, and then we have this WCSC afterwards. It's a good way to end the season. I feel like you're heading towards the warm weather and kind of capped it off.
Yeah, it does definitely gets you introduced to many more curlers in the club. I played at some point in my life. I played Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you curl all those days. You do meet a lot of people, and you get to know everybody. And the last couple of years, I've been out on the I haven't played Thursday nights, which is the mixed league, so you miss some of the new faces coming in. And this event kind of brings some of those new faces back into the club and help you meet some more people. So it's a great event, and we're looking forward here to some very seasoned curlers.
It's gonna be a highly contested final. I can already tell. Played against a couple of these teams this year myself.
Yeah, these teams are made up of pretty seasoned guys. Definitely veterans of the club. Dan Mitchell. I don't know. He's been here since I've been here, and I've been here since '07. So, how many years is that? 14 already for me. So, just got the warm-up slides here.
What do you know about these teams? What kind of strategy do you think they're going to come out with in the first end?
Well, I bet you they're actually both going to play a similar style of game. I would say Dan likes to play a little more junk game and do a couple more tap backs. And Hipke is okay with that game. He doesn't like so much junk, but he'll play the taps. I think Hipke would throw what I call the Canadian guard a lot more, which is just another one in the house. It does a lot of freezing.
I did not know what that was until we were playing together last week. And I'm the Canadian here. You called it a Canadian guard, and I actually like that term, throw another one in the house to make it hard to hit. That was brand new to me, and I'm a Canadian. Like that term.
Yeah.
Best guard is shot 2.
There you go. Best guard is number 2 in the house. So, yeah, like I said, I think they're going to be similar games. I expect to see a lot of rocks in play. I don't expect either team to go to a hit game at all. Not that they can't throw them. They're they're just not adept to that. So we'll see how it rolls out here in the first end.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the ice holds up too. I know a couple of the weeks earlier we had some really warm conditions, so we were seeing some double pebble just to make sure it held up. So we'll see. It's a mild-ish day today, but yeah, we'll see how the ice starts out here, and we get some good curl and some good glide.
The hammer looks like red is throwing, so yellow, and that would be Mitchell.
Okay, Mitchell with hammer.
No, Mitchell is supposed to be red.
Well, maybe they'll switch rocks then. Do you have to change it then?
Yeah.
Okay, there we
All
go.
right, we're switching. Here we
Save
go.
the day.
It's always the toughest part of the game, choosing the rocks and who goes first, right?
Setting the tone. Okay,
So
looks like they're coming with offense right away. They're going to go tight guard. So they're coming to play.
Yeah, so I was talking earlier with some of the ice guys who were prepping, and they were taking a lot of snow off. So the rain today definitely affected the ice conditions before they prepped it. So they're pulling a lot of snow off. There's extra scrapes. But the first game they said it played okay. So I think they got the frost off.
Looks like it's gliding there. Okay. Good tight guard.
So yeah, here.
Not a ton of swing there though. Looks like about a foot of swing with that broom where he had it.
So he's throwing it tight. I mean, he's throwing it to the edge, but not off to the wing, not to the 8-foot or anything, just off the 4-foot. So he's trying to keep the game in the 4-foot.
Okay, looks like we got a bit more swing out to the edges there too. 2 to 3 feet there, curl.
Yeah, that's not
Another
bad.
nice guard there. It still leaves you where you can maybe get to the 4-foot with the out turn there.
So it looks like he's trying to come in right away now. So he's going to get things rolling here. We'll see how Dan responds.
This one's curling. Definitely get a lot more curl on that side of the ice so far. We'll see if that continues. Outturn side's definitely getting a bit more curl.
Yeah, but it's not a horrible miss, right? That's a great double guard right there. You get underneath there, it's a jam for sure. So it's actually, it takes you 2 shots to get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely. Stagger guard definitely makes it
At least
tough one to clear out.
They're not going to throw any rockets that hard.
This is gonna be a jokey first end though. I can already tell they're avoiding it all, and they're just going in.
There's good, yeah.
And they're not even going to the center here, so they're taking the.
No,
they're
they're
going for
coming
their
to
big
the
point
edge.
early.
It's really curling. They're nice. They're going to hide a lot of stuff. No, he's short though. All right, we already got 4 guards, so we're looking at some points here in this end for sure.
So what team here is more into the tap backs? I think we're gonna have a couple tap backs this end.
Right. Like, they're both going to play him, obviously, but I would say Dan's more of a straight tap back guy, where Rob's going to try to throw around.
Okay.
But he's stuck here, so he's going to just break these up and get one in at the same time. He doesn't want to get too much junk up there. I mean, you still got to be able to throw a shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just trying to break these up, still get a stone on, even though it's open, you know. These are those killer shots, though.
Yeah, make the hit and roll here, then you're definitely.
Yeah, you get that hit and roll, and then.
You'll have red chasing the rest of the end if they make that.
Then you're.
So it does seem like it's straighter on this side, so we'll see if this hangs. Looks like
It's hanging out there. He's just going to hit the edge. I don't know if he's got enough to even clear it. Sure. Just
Yeah,
enough.
just enough, just through.
So now here we go for a big in off. It's kind of early to throw these touch shots here, right? I mean, you're just kind of guessing at this point.
Yeah, this one's boogieing too off.
Yeah, he's hitting, but he's gonna. He thinks he's too thin. He's gonna roll out.
Oh, maybe whip
Wait,
yourself
what just
enough.
happened?
Just a bit too far. So here's a big opportunity here. If you can sink one here, you got a good chance of getting your multiple score with hammer.
So we didn't see much curl on this one the first time. About a foot and a half. I don't know. He's about 4 feet wide right now, so I don't know if he's going to get around on it.
Yeah, so far it seems like it's touchy at the 4 foot line. That if we're on the outside of the 4 foot line, it's kind of curling a lot more, and if it's on the inside, it's running a bit straighter.
Yeah. So now we got the in off again.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get it tight enough. Should have a better read on this one now. He's throwing 3 rocks on this edge now, so. It's looking really good. Still gonna nose. I'm gonna get another shot at this. Still learning the ice. Try to. Here we go. 3rd time's a charm, right? I don't see any sweeping. I don't know if that's a fall over there or what. Here we go. Sweeping's usually good on this, right?
Usually,
These are
yeah.
close.
Still nose. I feel like they're not quite giving into their sweepers on hits or draws
They're
so
gonna
far.
keep drawing that broom in. They gotta.
Yeah, they've been a bit on the high side.
Been on the outside edge every time, so I think they'll call the broom a little tighter. There you go.
Take a risk, right? Like, look how much area you have to roll to, right? You could roll to the far 8
Yeah,
side,
right.
and at least you've got shot rock fully buried. So I think you got to play a little more aggressive with your broom. Well, wide
release
again,
looks
eh?
wide, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he released. He's gonna get. I mean, he's not gonna hit the nose this time. Oh, all right. So let's see if he draws under. I think you should. That's a tough draw under. I think you tap that red over. He's gonna try it again.
You just got to bury a piece, right? If you can bury even a quarter or make it tough, it is pretty straight there.
Right. So this is all weight here. He's not gonna move much. He's got about 2 feet. It's 2 feet wide of that top guard. Let's see if
Looks a bit better for line there. A lot cleaner on
he's
the
calling.
release, but
He's
up on
calling
weight.
heavy. Yeah. Well, we're struggling a little in the first end here, right? Getting used
Yeah.
to the ice. So he's looking to chip something on here. Chip 2 on, leave a guard. He knows he can't come under properly. Leave it wide and get that in off again.
Just don't know how you could maybe, I don't know how you could do the split there though. That'd be pretty tough.
And hit the left shrunk. Right where his leg is, try to remember. Where Rob's leg is, that's the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
Keep trying to get this.
I think he's running a nose. He can't be there.
A little hair on the outside. Tap, tap.
Well, you'd think you'd want to hit the nose for it to leave a guard and split 2 on, but
Yeah.
the broom shows that he's hitting the edge.
Maybe just try and hit on the outside, then tap it to the top 4.
Here we go. He's hitting nose. That's curling now. He's into the center
Yeah.
line. He's going to over curl now.
Yeah, that's touchy there, eh?
You can let it go and actually just run the middle one.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of a broom change to the center line gave it extra curl.
Yeah.
That's it's the fun of this ice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're either going to be in a run or you're going to be in a curly spot. His weight was nice there. He didn't have too bad a weight for the tap tap. It would have only tapped at 8 foot, I think, but close to make the shot if you had the right line.
I think this end is the first one to get in wins, right?
I was going to say that earlier in the end, but I didn't want to say it too early, but it seems that way. First one to get in wins the end, it feels like.
I think next end they might start in the house and work their way back out.
Oh, like mixed doubles? Go back 4 and
Yeah.
2?
Even this shot, he could make this beautifully right between those and still leave it wide open, just because it's not moving.
Looks close.
It does look close. It's
They're
really
going
got
for
to
the
sweep
sweep, though.
hard. I don't know. He might get her. Oh, he's got to go hard.
Yeah. Wow, I got around. Wow, I did
There
not
you
think that was
go.
happening. Good shot. Very good shot.
And even with that beauty, it's still half a rock. You can see half a rock from down in the hack.
You can see half, but it's pretty finicky there. If you pitch it at all, I don't think you're going to make it. So you got to be really careful with your release on this. And they're brooming a pretty good amount. Looks like 3/4 of a foot there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna throw a little control here, like you know, we call bumper maybe. He's hugging that center line. It starts to come in. He's got to sweep it. He's got to go.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
There we go.
Got the weight. Nice.
Wow. And a roll to the edge.
There you go. So two good shots in a row there. 2 well-made shots. Took to the couple last shots there, but we're seeing some good curling on those few.
Well, that's what you expect when you get to the last 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
You miss too many of those last 2 shots, you'll be broadcasting like us, huh?
That's what it feels like. That's why we keep getting picked. We're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Those who can't do broadcast.
Nice. It's a game of inches, and we lost by 2 games by less than 1 inch. This is going to crash. They're not sweeping. What are they doing?
That was a bit of a misjudge, I feel like, there.
I think that was a missed sweep, yes.
Waited quite a while there.
Well, he stole one. Stole one. Let's see what he does. He might just play it in and get some things rolling. He's going to play it close, though. He doesn't want that 2 guard.
Okay, they're going for the tight guard again. Playing the other side of the sheet, though, so we'll see. This is a different path through all of last end. so it might not be as quick as it was at the end of last end. We might see a bit of a slower stone here.
Is that Chase this leading? Yes.
Yeah, they traded from Mitchell's team to get Neville.
Yeah. The mix-up of the mix of the rod team was a long story, I think. But
yeah, that's what I thought there. So a bit slower on that side. We're getting a 2 or a higher guard, almost a 1 there, and they'd find some more curl on that side, so a bit tighter up maybe with the frost. Still going on the wings here, though, eh? I like it. Sticking to strategy.
yeah, I think he's going to keep this wing. He just doesn't want to get too wide, right? He's not going to put him on the 12s. He still wants that tapping.
They might actually if you sweep here, you could maybe get the split
rub?
here, the wick. I kind of like that as well.
Yeah.
A little light though. I don't mind that spot though. You got a little tight tap then if you need to tap in it. You can either do a tap draw, or you could do a tap run if it gets to that.
No.
Okay, so late on the first, heavy on the second. I can see that being why they when you switch the two sides there, slow on our right hand side and on the left hand side they played a lot more down. So when you switch your speeds there, I can see them going back 12 there.
So here he's already thrown a topside guard. I think maybe just throwing it to get a run. If you try to run it off, maybe get a jam or something on that back.
Yeah, I think it also just controls the forefoot, right? Like that yellow is almost disarmed if you got 2 reds that are tight there on the forefoot lines, and then doing a tap of that yellow would be too much. But I think they ran into the same problem we saw last time there. You go a little further out than the forefoot lines, and it just hangs there, and I think he might have pitched it out a hair. So we need someone to take an opportunity here, which we didn't really see last end until the last couple shots. If you could sink one here, even just 12 foot here, you're looking in control for the rest of the end.
Let's see what Torgie's got. It's still not, just not a lot of curl right now. I mean, even if he gets around, still going to be exposed.
Not bad though, it's starting to finish.
That's just, all right, that did finish all right.
Just keep it top button, that's a pretty good spot.
Torgie's done for the evening.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. That was Torgie.
Yeah.
About wraps him up.
Yeah, he made his one shot, so.
Neil, you played a couple games with Torgie before, right?
I have played mostly against him.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually the normal third for Hipke's team in a men's event for, geez, I don't even know, 15, 20 years or something. I don't even know how long.
Wow.
But
you don't see that kind of longevity teammates these days.
But yeah, I did go to Wauwatosa with Torgie and play a little bit, and I think we played our first year in the WCC together. But mostly just against him, and mostly getting beat. Torgie's been here a long time as well. I'm not sure what year he started, but those guys were all here when I got here, so.
Well, this one's tight.
Well, he's going to expose it. He's going to get a. Now he's going to expose that shot.
So here's the opportunity. You make this little hit and flop, you're going to get out of trouble here.
Not only get out of trouble, but sit. If he gets
pretty.
a real roll, he's going to be sitting pretty for at least 2.
Yeah, good chance for a 3.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
We'll end it on the release, it looked like.
Looks wide, though. It's running straight on that line. He might pick it out. Well, actually, that's coming good right there.
Mm-hmm.
So they're moving late, is what
Good
I've
spot.
noticed now.
Yeah, it lets the roll too there, so yeah, got behind cover.
That's a really good shot.
Now you're playing with some danger here if you're yellow.
So you try to guard up that 4-foot, and so he throw a top 12, and then, well, he's thinking about it. He's gonna go in.
It's tough. You leave it exposed again, you leave another hit and flop, and then you're just
Yeah,
you keep leaving that, and it keeps.
Looked like his
piling up.
initial thought was throw a top 12 and then tap later. Looks like he changed his mind though. But yeah, if he leaves it wide like you did last time, you get that nice flop, and now you're fighting 3, maybe more.
Exactly what I mean. So it's the same
I mean, it's
spot.
a great way to it didn't hide.
So it's gonna leave the exact same shot, a little hit and flop again.
He might even flop the other way now.
They're gonna try that.
Oh, that
Oh,
looks
wide
really
again.
wide. He might even hit that top guard.
Looks like it.
Oh, he's gonna get luck. Oh, he almost got a Lemke shot.
Canadian guard.
See? You guys can't hear him on the ice. He just called it Canadian guard. It's like,
It's funny, in Canada we call it Christmas treeing it usually. Depending on where you put it. If you split it. I don't mind coming in top 8, half buried, and kind of Christmas treeing it there too.
so yeah, he's discussing here whether he comes in for 2 to make it tougher to get out, or throw the guard.
Oh, is that a bit tight?
No. Well, he's really close. See if Chase can sweep it out. Looks like he's okay. That's going to be a really good shot. Dan might even think about ripping some of these guards quick with his last third shot, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, you take the one off, you got full view of everything, and they got to throw a perfect. All right, rip the guard. That's not bad. So it looks like we got some viewers here. They're texting in. Looks like my daughter Esme is watching. Hi, Esme. Hope it's not your bedtime yet. She'll be curling soon. She's only 3. We got a good juniors program here,
I was gonna
right?
ask that. What's your juniors program here? What's the age you guys start at?
Well, you start at any age you want, I guess. I mean, I don't think there's a lower limit, but I'd say most of the guys, well, not guys, but juniors start at, I don't know, maybe they try to get on the ice about 6 or 7. 6, yeah. And then gauging their interest, how long they stay with it. We do run a juniors on Sunday.
Tuesdays and now
Tuesday nights, right? Tuesday.
Tuesdays like 4:30.
Yeah.
If you want, I can
We can bring in Chris Niesman here. He
The club expert.
club expert on membership and other things.
Yeah, happy end to the curling season, guys. There we go. Yep. Hey guys, happy end of the season.
Sad times. Been a fun year.
Yeah, it looks like it's the usual box of chocolates out there on the ice. Don't know quite what you're gonna get. Yeah, so I wanted to.
No, I'm still on, but
So I wanted
throw me on
to drop by and talk membership with our fearless leader, Kelly Burrian. Said, why don't you head down there and talk up some of the finer points of the club. So here I am.
all right. Well, nice to have you.
It's good. This is a great event. It's awesome to see. I know championship game is basically got a little mix of a couple of our better men's leagues team, but it's awesome to see the second and third events are basically mixed and open teams.
Yeah, a lot of teams mix it up for this one. Change rotation, slightly change teams, just to get a new feel on different people, right? I mean, it's kind of a newer event. You don't always have to stay the same team.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity for people to say, hey, I wanted to curl with you in a league, or in this year where there weren't a lot of Bonspiels. I think there's a few Bonspiel teams that said, hey, let's just go ahead and get together for this little March Ender event. So I think it's been pretty popular. Dan just cannot open up the middle of that sheet, huh?
He's gonna have one heck of a final shot.
Yeah, he's really.
This has tap up written all on it. And I think Kevin's trying to talk him into the guard.
You can't guard here. You gotta go for the gotta go for the jugular.
I don't know. Yeah, juggler and end too.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and tap that.
Always.
Tap
Every
that top guard up and sit there to guard against the wind.
No lead is safe in this ice.
Rob's just one of the best field curlers. You see him play, and he just seems to catch up to the ice so quick and read it before you do. And I don't think he's ever timed a rock in his life. He just has a great feel for the game.
So Dan's looking at 2, if not, a third rock in. I don't know what they call that for a guard. Is that like the Iron Curtain or something?
Let's see here. It's looking pretty good.
Looks pretty good. Top 12 guard there. Looking at the in-off here, eh? In-off to cut him down to 1 maybe.
Peanut Gallery is unimpressed with the curling tonight.
Well, we just got started. So long. We got a long way to go.
While waiting for the shot to get called, I just want to give a shout out to my mom back in Canada. I got my Canadian mom watching over in Exeter, Ontario. She's part of the viewers right now.
She's watching this over the Canadian mixed doubles champions.
Well, she actually knows one of the kids that was playing in it, but he didn't make it to the round robin. So she was huge into watching the Scotties and the Briar, but I think she's just happy to hear my voice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a Herculean effort to get all of those tournaments off in Calgary, and they still have men's worlds and women's worlds.
And some slams too, I think. I think they're doing a slam or something too.
They're using the ice, man, and they got it in. They got the bubble figured out, and
yeah,
it's been awesome competition. It's also been interesting to see them play on maybe not the best ice that they usually have. So.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Yeah. It's been interesting. My buddy's been giving me updates about the bubble too, and they arrived I think 3 or 4 days before the start of the tournament. He was playing mixed doubles for Ontario, and I think he thought it was a pretty interesting experience. They all had to pack extra stuff so they could hang out in their rooms throughout between games because you're just kind of filling time.
Sure.
It's definitely something you're not used to. Usually you got the Briar Patch that everyone knows about, or I forget what the Skies one's called, but a lot of the partying I think is toned down in usual years, and the music and the celebration. So
Yeah. I think they call it the patch at both, don't they? Or is
I think
that
maybe the patch
yeah.
of both. I think
Yeah.
it's the patch of both.
Yeah. Next year, Thunder Bay for the Scotties, which
Okay.
for folks that live here in the upper Midwest, it's good news because Thunder Bay is actually drive that. I don't know if I'm going to drive it in January or February though.
Yeah.
This is coming in nice. This is going to be he's going to sweep that. I mean, still going to give him 2, I think, but
We'll see.
still
Yeah.
2.
Well, pretty good shot, but everything leading up to that was definitely working against Dan. For folks that are listening out there that haven't tried curling, and the 1 or 2 of you that are maybe watching this afterwards, if you want to contact the club, you can do so by just reaching out to membership, which is me, and you can just email membership@wauwatosacurlingclub.com. If you're interested in just a try curling, if you just want to come out and try curling once and see if you like it, we can set those up. We have several during the year, and you can reach us at trycurling@wauwatosacurlingclub.com. Also, corporate events. It's a great activity for corporations. Team building being the key words there. It's a fantastic event to bring out anywhere from 8 to 32 or maybe even 64 people if you want to have a huge corporate event. And prices on that are on our website, or for more information you can email us at corpouting@wauwatosacurlingclub.com. And a special shout out to Al Miller and what he does with the adaptive curling with a lot of the Wounded Warrior Project and disabled and handy-capable people in the area. This is a club that's big into wheelchair curling, and Al Miller's been a big part of that. And you can find out more about adaptive curling at adaptive@wauwatosacurlingclub.com. That's most of the pitch work I have.
Wow.
That's interesting though. I gotta maybe look into the corporate events. I know my team over at Molson Coors. I moved here from Canada for Molson Coors. Miller Coors down here.
Yes, Miller
Coors down here. I get corrected all the time. No, the name did officially change. It's a corporate change. Whenever I talk about being from Canada and talk about curling, they're all super interested in it. So I'll have to see if I can organize a team event at some point, maybe next year. Get these guys out here.
Absolutely. I actually work in Janesville a couple days a week. My company's offices are there, and I think we're going to do a corporate outing at the Blackhawk Club next year. Assuming that everybody is back open up and enjoying curling with a little bit less social distancing and hopefully a few less masks.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Feeling more optimistic for sure.
I got my Fauci ouchie today. So.
Oh wow! I got my first one last week actually.
There you go. I'm 3/4 of the way there, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been such an interesting year, and just the effort from everyone to keep this place open and safe, and it's been from the safety and sanitation committee all the way down to every member that's been here in the club. It's been a pretty amazing effort to keep this going, and it's actually been a weird but fun year. I think, it's poor Scott, this is your first year here, so
First year, but I mean, I've had a riot. I think Heat Zero kind of materialized in the early part of the year, and that kind of met some more people out there, and just having people hang out and have some beers has been good. And I think I mentioned it too on the last broadcast we did for a final. But Curling Zone and a couple other big Canadian curling entities were speaking highly of this club as kind of the benchmark for how they manage being open during COVID. So I think I felt super safe early on just hearing that we were thought about as the right way of doing things. And we've stuck to it. We haven't adjusted away from it given the circumstances. And I think everyone's done a good job with it. It's been a lot of fun. I don't think we haven't had any outbreaks. There have been really notable at all. It's been super safe. It's been great.
Yep, the tracking, the sanitization, all of that has been pretty outstanding. You know, I'm membership chair here, so looking at how this was going to affect our membership was something that we started thinking about, you know, a year ago now, is when we had to shut down for the season, and it's was better than we expected. We had about a 40% drop in membership, but I think out of that, I think a majority of the people that just decided to take the year off will be back, and we're projecting to be probably back to our regular membership levels, which are about 380 to 400 members for our club. We're projecting to be back to that, if not next year, then the season after.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I don't think our membership. I mean, being open this year and having a successful year, I think not only proves that the people that didn't play for other, you know, whatever reason, that, you know, obviously know we have a good program and come back, but you know, it keeps the people here that were playing coming back, so they don't miss a year. As soon as you start missing years, people drop off. So
Yep.
it was a great effort to keep everybody here and get some form of curling, which, you know, besides the mass on the ice, I think the on-ice stuff is pretty similar. It's just the social event that was curtailed a little bit, but we made an effort to do our part and keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. And just pointing out over on sheet one of the things that we were happy to do this year was to welcome curlers from other nearby clubs that had made the decision not to install their ice. So we've got an entire team from Racine playing for the fourth night finals over on sheet one. And we had some Kettle curlers here, so we were able to welcome some nearby curlers that wanted to get out on the ice and give them that opportunity. So that was kind of a high point for me in membership this year, was being able to do that.
So back to the game, we have a yellow shooting shot again. Mitchell seems to be having a little struggle here getting, he seems to be chasing most ends. And Hipke is throwing a guard on his shot route. Just trying to make it tough for Mitchell to get in there again. We knew there was going to be a lot of scoring. They both play a junk up game. I won't say junk up, but a lot of rocks in play. Not a hit game.
Pretty aggressive. You know, it's neither one of them want to get into a 3-2 game, and that's not their style. I think Rob is kind of known for, you can kind of hang around with him, and then he throws a 5.
Yeah.
And that's Rob's game. But he can also, I mean, he can get into that hit game as well. It is weird seeing Torgy throw 2 for him. I mean, you think Rob, you know, it's Torgy vices for Rob. I've not seen this positional in it before.
Yeah, well, this ring came together a little differently than it was supposed to be. Neville and Juice, and then they were trying to find some players, and they brought Torgy along. So then it was them 3, and Hipke was trying to play with his sons, and last year he played with his wife, and you know, I don't know if scheduling wise they couldn't get together or what happened there, but I think he was just kind of looking for a team, and they picked him up. You know, a pretty good find, right?
Not bad.
So once they put the team together, they kind of fell back into a position that's, well, put them in the finals, right?
Yeah, sure. And this is the kind of event that, you know, honestly, it's like, hey, I haven't thrown this spot in a while, so let's just try it out for 4 games. It's a nice little experiment. And Neville's pretty good vice as well.
Sure.
That makes that decision real easy.
Neville's been, he's a long-time member, I would say, so like he came in about 2010 or so,
Yeah.
2011.
How many rated skips do we have on this sheet? I'll run out of fingers.
Yeah. So what does rated skip mean? As opposed to just playing skip.
Plane skip or rating skip. It's for the folks out there, we have a rating system here. You can climb up the positional ladders.
So you get rated in as a skip, and then are you always skip, or what happens on that?
Yeah, that's I think that's the policy. I'm not on the ratings committee, thank God. But yeah, I think once you it's one of the great debates is once you make a rating, you can't go down. Right?
Right.
What's that based on? Is it fully subjective?
It's like the Google algorithm. No one really knows.
Yeah.
If
And
you
they
did,
change.
you'd be a millionaire.
And they change it. But no, we have a few rated events. So Monday nights are rated events. For women, it's a Tuesday night is their rating, and then on that night you play on your rated position. So as you start in the club, new you'd be a 1, and those rating cards we fill out. I haven't done one the whole year, but I think it goes to 7.
5.
5.
Yeah. I think it goes to 5, and you're judged in
So you're-
shot making, sweeping, and etiquette.
yeah.
That's the
So then you get an overall score, which, like you said, it's all put in a box, and then a ratings guy gets the box and he fills out a chart, and and then you find yourself some days a 2 and a 3 and so on. But
it's a pretty good system for trying to create some parity in our rated leagues, which kind of the whole backbone of those leagues is encouraging people to come out and you get drafted on a team. So hopefully you're playing with people that you don't normally play with. You get to know different members, and so I think it does add to the social aspect of the club, which this is my 4th season here, and that's really what Tosa is known for is what a friendly social club it is. Even though since I've been here, and Scott may talk to this, I think the level of curling is really underrated here. I don't think that a lot of other clubs in the area realize the quality of curlers that can come out of this club.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, even Neil's told me that like a lot of the players here and teams here travel well too for Bonspiel. So I think you don't really know where your skill set's at until you travel and play different teams. So if we're doing that, I think that showcases the fact that we are willing to put ourselves out there.
Yeah, it's one of the things with Tosa curlers tend to go to Bonspiels to let's just say have a good time, and they don't always. I don't think that you see a lot of play down caliber teams that go to a lot of spiels. There's a few. I think the Kettle Men's traditionally is a spiel where you see some pretty high quality teams that have shooters at every position.
All right, let's get back to Dan here. Let's see if he can throw a control hit. Try to get just on the inside.
Lefty in the hack.
So yeah, Dan's. I think we'll talk about this. But his left-hand delivery does change a little bit as far as shots go, as he's watching his teammates. Because he does see the ice just a slightly different way, coming out of the opposite side of the hack. He's coming back, but I think he was a little wide to hit the inside of that. He's going to get a nice nose.
Nice shot. He just is chasing though, isn't he? Just can't build a house.
It's still open. Looks like he might take that out and roll over. Give Dan just a draw for 1 at best.
I think the force is a gift. I think Rob is probably chomping at the bit to get hammer right now, the way they're throwing.
Oh yeah, if you're stealing multiples though, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
If you're stealing 1 every end, you can win 3 ends in a row and you're not really up that much. They come back and get their 2, that's 3-2, and the game's on.
So what are they playing here? They playing the.
He's playing a light hit and trying to get the roll over, so all he leaves Dan is a draw.
Yeah, I like that. I like that call a lot.
See if the ice cooperates.
He just saw Dan throw this, so. The one seems to be a touch wider. Let's see.
It's a real light touch on this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a light catheter.
Go, go,
Is he?
go.
I think it's a draw.
Oh, he's past the guard. Past that guard.
Isn't that one of those touch shots you talk about?
Gonna be shot too.
Wow, what a great shot.
Right
Yeah,
there.
That's a good shot.
He's an assassin right now. It's a great shot.
Yeah, he's
Now, is there
on.
any way you could play in off your own here and maybe get those 2 yellows going?
That,
Well, you don't even.
It's
Well,
hard. I mean, the rocks don't bounce here. That's the problem. They don't have the kick you see on the TV ice.
No, that's. I think you're gonna be in off
One.
and jam and sit.
I mean, he could get his one, I think, but
That's about it.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're playing. I think they're playing
I
either
think it's the right call.
a straight drawdown and hoping for just a little tick.
Yeah, let's throw the backing.
I think he's throwing the in off.
Yeah, it looks
Keep
like
showing the broom, man.
that broom they're throwing. I'd say at least half board, right?
I think he's just throwing the little inside roll just to get the one. Not even thinking about clearing the other 2 out.
Shot is pretty important here.
Like Scott was saying, our rocks are pretty dead, so
I was
You
try-
gotta
I was
hit
trying
him
to say it in a
That
nice
is
way.
that is
you gotta
the
hit
nicest.
it really hard.
That's been
That-
my biggest problem here this year,
Yep.
as I haven't adjusted to the fact that a crosshouse double is almost not a possible shot.
You have to hit it absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And even then, there are just some that's it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's been my biggest struggle this year.
I think New Rocks maybe in the clubs
Well, they're
pretty
on a
near future.
Early sweep is a good sign
One is
usually.
hanging out though. I think they jumped it.
I don't know. It's
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
It's going to finish nice.
They gotta hit something,
Yeah,
all right?
it's going to finish
You
nice.
gotta hit the redstone. No!
Oh, no.
He's gotta hit the redstone.
Well,
He got one out of it,
Did he?
eh? If he
Yeah.
pointed at the red,
Dan just kind of looks through the glass with a, "Are you kidding me?"
I don't know, they found a field goal there. I didn't know it was there.
well, they did score. One red.
They got one. So I'll finish up here as they're getting back to lead rocks, and then let you guys get on with the rest of the broadcast. Just once again, if you want to inquire about membership, you can reach us at membership at TOSA. It's membership at WauwatosaCurlingClub.com. So many email addresses, and we've got really affordable member rates here. Our dues are, I call it the best deal in organized sport. You can start for $300 in your first year, and that includes a broom and slider to get you started. And as we move on into the next season, we're going to continue our program of offering instruction and lessons to curlers every week if they want them. So that's something that we're really trying to foster here to help our member retention and get people to enjoy the game even more than they already do. So.
I'll emphasize, that's true. It is the best deal that I've seen in curling. Coming from Canada, you don't see rates like that. So it's a superb deal.
For a full member, unlimited curling after your third season forward, our dues right now are $350 a year for unlimited curling, and that includes beer and soda at the bar. Hopefully we'll have that back next year. So that's I heard that whenever I first moved here, and I was like, I'll drink more than $300 beer this year.
Well, you came from Chicago. You came from Chicago, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm from Toronto, and I was paying $7.50 for 2 nights a week, and another $7.50 per beer on top of that. So.
Yep. We were $1,000 a year for our dues, and it was $5.25 a beer at the bar.
There you go.
So yeah, that was a very pleasant surprise whenever we got here. The formats of leagues that we have here are men's leagues, women's leagues, mixed and open. Mixed are 2 men, 2 women throwing in alternating positions like we have in the second event finals on sheet 3, and then open is any combination. So we've worked really hard to offer every format of the sport, including mixed doubles, and give membership all the opportunities that they can to come out and curl, no matter what your experience level is or what the style of play that you want as far as format. So there you go. That's a little bit about our club and membership. So
Awesome.
Thanks
Thanks
for
a
letting me
lot,
sit in,
Chris.
guys.
Yeah, good to have you.
All right, good curling.
Yeah, going on one of those staggered guards here.
Well, they're both staying true to their game, right?
Yeah,
They didn't change at all.
Not at all, which I like to see. Sometimes skips will start adjusting as soon as the game changes out and feels out of their hands. So it's good to see. I think you got to still play to your strengths early on and do what you know you can do. So smart on both sides.
Yeah, and I know Dan really needed 2 there to. Well, the game. He really wanted 2 there, but the 1 helps keep the game close. It's 3-1.
Yeah,
that was a really important point for him to.
you couldn't
there.
give up 2 there. If you gave up the 2 there, you're not looking like you're in good shape. So this does give him a chance to start making some shots, put some pressure.
Sometimes all you need is that 1 little make and get the whole team right back on track.
Yeah, exactly.
This one's coming in nice.
Yeah, low hot, but it's got decent line.
I think he's gonna rub him though.
A little too much. No, not quite enough.
Yeah.
Back 8. I think their shot rocket looks like.
It's a little hard to tell on that.
Yeah,
the
the way
100th
they're
logo,
painted.
hey?
Yeah, the way they're painted, it's tough. It's pretty close though. It's close when you look at the TV there.
Yeah.
Our aid.
Oh. So did you ever play with a lefty?
I ever played
On
with a
a team?
lefty.
Have the call the shots any different, or
I definitely have. I'm trying to remember who I played with.
there are a lot of lefties in
There is. Oof. Thank goodness I know I can't listen to this right now who I played with because I'm forgetting who the
forgetting his
lefties
name?
are.
I'll put you on the spot now.
Yeah, I played with one guy when I was skipping my first year of university. I played lead. I think that's the only one I can remember. And it's hard. I think if you're skipping, you notice more. If you're not skipping, you don't always notice who's the lefty or righty on your team. I feel.
Sure. Yeah.
But it totally changes the way you call the game because the way the rocks bury and the way they curl totally changes depending on what side of the hack you're coming out of.
Uh-huh.
Have you, also a similar question, have you ever played in a club that has only 1 hack and it's in the middle?
So we actually tried experience with that a few years back. On sheet 4 we froze in a middle hack, and everyone came out to the same one. The consensus was that nobody liked it, so it's not there anymore. But there might be a club around that has just that. But it is a different experience coming straight out of it down the center line. So
I think
these hacks now split it.
Yeah, I think in theory I like the idea. I've just only ever played in like a bonspiel like that here and there. And when you get thrown in that situation, it just changes the way you play and it changes the way you call the game, and it's difficult. But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to play a whole year with those kind of hacks as an experiment. But it totally changes it. Cause the way I was trained at curling camp or anything I played in was kind of the laser pointer out of the hack, and then you have to vision like how you cross the center line as you go towards the broom.
Sure.
It's a really visual thing. So to change the way your vision works when you were training center line, like just basically retraining yourself from scratch.
So what do they have at the upper levels? Is it the dual hack or the single hack?
They're all dual hack. Yeah, it's always all dual hack. So I mean, if you want to keep it like the way the pros do it and the way they do it at the nationals and the worlds, you got to stay that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why though. I wonder why they wouldn't just do a single hack and standardize it across both sides.
I'm interested why they wouldn't have started that way to begin with. It just seems like it would have been easier, instead of having 2. But
hey, one of those things that makes curling fun, I guess.
yeah. we're continuing to play around these. I'm going to throw a short guard here. Or, I won't say short, but a guard on that top one. Kind of cut off the whole forefoot for him. Which is nice until someone gets in there, right?
It
And
is,
then you
yeah.
can't get back out, so.
I'd say they play like the tap on the right-hand side of the red or something like that.
Yeah, it
really.
looks like he's a little long.
Yeah.
He's a little heavy on that one.
Get a little tap on the back red. No, not quite.
See, if Dan could sneak through that hole down to this yellow here, I think that's a really good shot. Is he looking at his own locked? Or loaded? They loaded, they say that when they're touching and it's directly pointed at another stone, they call it loaded.
Yeah, I don't know if that's loaded though. It might drag though. It's the other word you could use there. If it looks like it goes over top, but
Yeah.
if you drag it, the physics might bring it with the rock a little bit. And you might make enough contact on that rock on the side 8.
So do you like opening it up right here? When you're trying to steal?
When you're trying to steal, I don't, because I think there's a really good chance that you could spin the two reds, the one you hit and the one on the top could spin a bit to the left, and then the one that's tight might go over top, and then you're really opening it up where you don't have hammer,
And
you
you
open
got-
up that back red, and they could sit 3 or 4. So it's a pretty risky shot call here. We'll see how it pans out for them. Hopefully they prove me wrong.
Well, he's definitely hitting it. We'll see what happens. Yep,
That's what I'm
there
saying.
you go. Top
Exactly
side,
that.
both to
You
the
kinda
left.
Spin those to the left, you lose the one over top, and you open it up a little bit. So a risky play. I think there's still the red in the back 8 is still guarded.
Rob, I can see that.
I don't think you can get at it in any easy way. Looks like we accidentally had some contact in the rock though, so they're moving it a bit.
Looks like Dan's foot hit it when he was stepping back. It didn't go
Rob, I
far.
can see half that
They look
red.
hard, but I feel like that rock and the rock on the side 8 were both pretty close together. So it could come into play.
Hey, I can see half that.
You can see what?
I can see half that red.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I think we just played draw.
Try to freeze
Okay.
down.
Great.
And then over.
He's really gonna put could really put an end to this game quick if he gets 3 locked in here.
At least then we can say we lost the winners if it happens.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. Well, that one's curling. That's curling hard when it hits the center line there. They're holding it though. They're holding it.
Looking really good actually.
Great weight.
Just gonna get a nice little rub here.
Nice shot. He's got some touch.
There it is.
So I think they're setting 2 for sure. And this is
Dan might follow down.
yeah.
You just keep stacking them up right to shot.
Well, I think
2 more shots, you're right on the pin.
like slid there. I think
The shot's huge there. And it's not an easy shot. There's a port there, but it's a mental thing. Even with a port that sizable, it gets mental.
I think that I think we'd have been fine if we had like a little heavy and just kind of ran up. We never see it.
So this is where this might actually make his shot easier, being from the lefty, right? He's coming,
Yeah, I
he's
could see
coming at
that.
it at a different angle. He's coming at that stone.
I can see that. If you come from the other side, I can see you curling into it a bit easier.
It's coming down real nice. You gotta go. It's coming down real nice. You gotta go hard. He's a little light. He's light.
Line's really nice. Not quite though. And they're still sitting 2. Now what do you do though? Because you don't want to put a hit on it because then you open up the path again.
Throw it.
Do you ever guard it?
Throw a 2.
Yeah. You throw a 2 and then maybe you've got a shot on the out-turn side.
Yeah,
That 8-foot for your third.
Right.
I think the 2 is probably the right call. That's tough. He had a great line there. He just came up a couple feet short.
Give me a little more now.
If he doesn't guard it, it's a really nice tap position.
Yeah, you got to do something on that line. That's for sure. You can't leave that as is.
So the trick here is just throwing lighter weight, giving a little more broom to not over curl.
They're a bit tight though. They're already calling over and off. So
To
over
not
and off
over
means
curl
only
them.
sweep until you get it over and then don't touch it. You want to get the least amount of curl. And it looks like they over curled it there.
It did. It's gonna be.
I think it's okay still.
Yeah, he's kind of open, especially the way it's curling in that line.
Yeah, you could play that tap. I think you're going to go for it.
He's gotta throw that tap. Yeah.
So they just didn't. They didn't. I don't think he quite hit the broom. To be honest.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, you need a lot more broom, and you're throwing a lot less weight. But sometimes on our ice, that more broom will make the line straighter, or could also make it curl harder. Because
I think I was saying that earlier. Yeah, the 4-foot line seems to be touching this game. Where
Yeah.
on the outside of it, you might find more curl or less curl than you expect.
So we need a very similar shot as last one, with just a little more weight. So he's gonna tighten the broom.
Is that the same broom? Is that the same broom?
So he's asking now if it's the same broom, because he's got to throw more weight, so he's got to have a tighter broom than he had before.
Yeah, this will be the TSN turning point. Might be
Here you go.
Canadian reference there. Weight looks okay.
So he needs a tap back. You can't let it over curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, he's a little bit on the edge. He's going to rub it in, but not quite enough.
No, is he not shot?
He may have shot on the
rings are so tough.
I don't know. I don't know who shot.
I think either way, you just got to let it drop in the court again. I don't think it matters. And then maybe you toss a measure on it and spin it around the rings and see who's got the shot.
Yeah, we know how to do that, don't we?
We know how to do it to not get the point, but yeah, we know how to do it.
I think we can come all the way to our back if we have to and tap it and still be 2.
The last 2 games have came down to a measurement. And combined, we lost 2 games by less than an inch.
Less than half an inch, I think.
Yeah, probably, actually. 1 here to Hipke.
We're not bitter though.
No, we're not bitter. I mean, I think we need a new measuring device.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that one's cutting hard. It's really cutting hard with a bit or something. I don't know.
I think they think it picked. Looks like they think it picked by the way they're reacting. And
I think the yellow. I don't know who. Yeah, yellow got one. Let's see.
I expect much better ice in the March. Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or if it did a flat season.
1 yellow.
okay, so we got 1 yellow on that end.
So here we go. We're in the 4th end.
5th end.
Fifth end, I mean. Just finished
Just
the
past the
fourth.
halfway mark.
What's does Dan Mitchell just got to get his 2 and out, or strategy-wise?
Yeah, I think you just always got to go for your 2 with hammer. If you go with your 2, you get your 2 here in the 5th, you're only down by 1. So I think you just got to keep with that strategy. You don't have to go gung-ho yet. You can still play somewhat safe, but you can't play in a wide open game. So, I mean, his strategy's probably not going to deviate yet. They're still playing tight guard, then corner guard. And there's no reason why they have to deviate yet. They can stick with that for now. So yeah, if you get 2 here, they're looking still okay. But it's getting close to do or die.
It is. He's. I mean, they've been playing. Both teams have been playing around these center guards. There's been 2 decent center guards by Chase here almost the whole game.
Yeah, that's where you start wondering about your strategy a little bit. Is if you're never using your corners, and that's something I've run into too when I was younger. If you're not using your corners, why are you throwing your corners? And that could be a situation you're running into here. That said, sometimes it comes down to shot execution more than strategy. So if you're using your corners and you get around your corners, then you're at least driving the play to the outside. But if you're not making it around those corners early, you're just gonna end up chasing around the center anyways.
So would you just chase your center guard then, or would you just chase around right away? Just play to the 4-foot?
Yeah, I mean, I often end up going that way myself, but it really is an execution thing. So if you're at least able to make that corner guard, then make that come around the corner guard, then at least you're making the other skip think twice about going purely around the center, because you've got those exterior points that are just hanging around there and potentially going to score at the end of the end. So it changes the mentality of the end a little bit, which could change the way the other skip calls a game. Kind of like it's almost like game theory.
Well, let's see what Michael Biddick can get here. He's a somewhat newer member. I mean, I think he's probably 5 years in, so not totally new, but let's see what kind of shot he's got here. Throwing the corner guards up perfect, and he's gonna crash a little bit.
Yeah, this is the problem. They're close on this, but if you're gonna, he's rolling under though, so it's okay. It's okay end result, because you're gonna touch paint and you're a little bit buried underneath. So even if they make the hit here, they're not rolling under, they're rolling away, and you can still use those coverages both ways, around the center or around that corner guard.
So he's just gonna run this off because it's straight up the center. He just doesn't want it there. He doesn't care if he's narrow, and he runs his own guard. Hipke just doesn't want to play. He's not gonna play with fire. He's just gonna keep it. Oh, he is hitting his guard. Oh.
Interesting.
Missed sweep call, I think. They weren't hammering that like they could have been.
You know what I love here? I love like a little like a little split here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a perfect corner.
A back 4 split here. You split it around the center and the corner. I like that shot a lot. And you've got a couple options too. If you end up straight tapping it, it's not a bad shot either.
All right, here we go. Some action. I think he's just got enough to rub it.
Oh, it looks actually really good.
Oh, he's gonna miss.
That's actually still not bad though.
It's not bad, but they overswept. It was a good weight.
It was really good weight. That back 8 weight was perfect.
They overswept the kiss just a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, he's getting it. I think this is the right call on normal ice, but
What do you like?
Well-
I do like this, I think.
I like the call. I just don't know if they can execute it with the ice the way it is.
Yeah.
I just don't think it hides at all. It's probably going to sit wide open in the top 12.
No, we were inside.
He made a pretty good shot. Still, it's you can see 3/4 from the hack.
Pretty good, though.
Oh, Mitchell has the hammer.
It's a pretty good result. You gotta be careful again. If you only get a piece of it, you're gonna run into trouble quickly here. I guess the key is you play it tight to that guard, but if you hit the guard too, it's
He's
let's see.
playing it pretty tight. Just threw it a little wide. Hope we didn't have a lot of weight on it. It's coming around. He's gonna get it. Let's try again.
I think you just keep going with that shot. Yeah, good chance of getting your 2 this way. And if something breaks your way, you might get a 3 and you are right back in it.
I think I might choose the in off on that one because they're gonna. If you leave it there, they're gonna chunk it in later, anyways.
I get it, but anytime you're throwing, you gotta throw down weight, like super down weight, because you never want to roll it.
Right. I just don't know if they can hide this shot. That's the, I think call-wise, it's the right call, but on this ice,
Why do you get the line there?
they're throwing really good weight. They're just.
I don't know if I'm doing it in the right place or just not.
Your nose isn't bad. Yep.
Chance for a double here, they're going hard.
Yeah, it's actually it's looking really good for the double. I think he might have it.
Nose.
Nope, jam.
That's not bad though. It's a heck of a hard shot to get it on the inside there. I don't think it's even there. Anywhere on the outside, if you're not careful, is going to jam. So
I should have come off a minute.
it's not a bad result for hip key.
Just bumper. Yeah, exactly.
Are they putting the roll away there?
Yeah, they're playing the corner hit, trying to hit and roll over. He's hoping he can skinny top side red. Different. No, oh, they're going inside. They gotta be going inside now. They're gonna jam.
You can see that coming a mile away.
Yeah, they're trying to throw on the outside, but. So even though they're sitting one, it's a bad outcome. You're assuming they're going to make this next one.
For sure. This is a big shot though. If you make this hit and flop just a couple inches on the inside, it's going to be a very difficult ending of the end for Mitchell.
So we're in 7 stones here. He skips, well, that one's curling up real fast. He's hitting that guard. That one curled up on him.
I've seen it happen to him a few times
Uh-oh.
this game. And I keep
Oh, and he hit one on.
Okay.
Look at that.
We've seen that happen to him a few times this game. I'm trying to remember back when we played on this ice if we had any trouble with 7 yellow. He's seen it cut. I know we've had some 7 problems.
7 yellow and 3.
7 yellow and 3, yeah. Maybe not on 2. We've just seen him cut there a couple times.
This definitely is an opportunity.
Yeah. So I mean, what would you play here, Neil?
I think Mitchell's got to guard that shot rock and make Hipke throw a double.
Guard the shot rock though. You got a shot rock.
He's got to get two. He can't give up one and he can't score one. So I would throw a center guard, make Hipke throw something up weight.
There's no double though. It's too flat.
No, but I'm saying if you try to throw in the house and you get some kind of double out of it and he's sitting one, you can only draw for one.
Yeah, I guess it's so hard. Like my only thing would be maybe you can play the drawdown just on the inside of nose and tap it a hair, or on the other side tap it to the yellow. Just thinking of like a way. This could be an opportunity to get three. So is there a way where you can make it very tough for him to make a double? And get.
I agree you could get three, but he needs to get two.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the best shot, I don't know. Hipke's great at everything, but I think your best opportunity is make him throw something up weight. And that's a really good center guard.
Yeah, so I don't know what your call looks like. That's the thing. See, that's the problem. Is now if I'm Hipke, and you guys have been talking about Hipke, I'm still learning about him. I played him a couple times, but if he just caps it, he comes around and caps it, you're only getting one. He's gonna cut down the rings, and you've got no way to get that second rocket. It's just not there, and that's kind of why I like putting a little more pressure on him to make some kind of hit shot to cut you down.
So he's gonna try to force him to one, just freeze to it.
Corner freeze, yeah.
But he's still gotta make that shot.
He does, but the next ring was two. That's my only thought, but we'll see.
That's the broom I've been giving you, Chase, right, to get to the...
It's a lot easier talking strategy here, eh?
Yeah. I mean,
Not the one thrown in on the ice.
that's what they say, you never miss a shot behind the glass.
Exactly.
I think for Mitchell, he's forcing Hipke to make tough shots. And the whole first part of the game, Mitchell was trying to stay alive, you know? And, if he just doesn't quite get there or he rubs a guard or something, you got an easy shot for two. Unfortunately, you can't get that back one out the way they're sitting.
So you got to draw for two here.
So he's got an 8-foot,
Not easy, though.
Yeah, right. There's nothing to draw into. He doesn't have backing. Well, this is what he needed. He needed two here. You can't get to it. He was hoping there was something else there.
I mean, if you're hoping there's something else there, you shouldn't have thrown a guard.
Well, that's true, which...
Yeah, it's not there. Okay. I never did.
All right, here we go. Draw to the 8-foot. Full 8 for...
A little more than 4.
A little more than full 8, yeah, you're right.
Almost playing 4. Not easy.
Not sweeping yet. Likes the weight. Looks heavy. Still moving really fast.
Line's good at Heather weight.
He has a back 4 to get to.
No,
it's not even close.
Nope.
Well, 1 red.
So a bit of a defensive way to and that end. I kind of would have liked to play in the house with more pressure, but I understand the idea behind ensuring you get your point.
Well, you're right.
Now it's do or die, though. You gotta go. You gotta go steal, steal, steal now.
No, but if I had a lighter. So we're in the 6th end. That's the important end, you say.
It's my favorite end of curling. I love the 6th end.
This is where you start thinking about the even ends, having the hammer in the 8th.
Exactly.
There must be something on the ice, and this one's cutting
That
me
one's
over.
picking hard.
This is what Hipke's did on the 4th end.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a flat spot or what it is.
So Dan's really going to look to. Well, they're both looking to score here. To score in the 6th, so they can have hammer in the 8th. So he's going to play it in the house and see what happens. Oh. Let someone go down on sheet 4. I think he's okay. Tom Kopp. We had some excitement before the game today. We had a really, really slow collision in the parking lot. And Tom Kopp was in the unfortunate car that was already parked that got hit.
Yeah, I know. I felt that one. I think you're right. I think it's just like a short arm or something. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do that all the time too. So, like, I think you're getting it turning before, right before the end, where you just get into the stick. You just go like this. Yeah.
So what do you think about playing this? Dan's going to start ripping these off.
Yeah, and we got the 5 rock row, right? So we got to wait a couple more shots. But yeah, that hogged rock really.
He's not ripping. I thought he was ripping them. I think that one's on though.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to rip because he's got.
Well, I know. That's why I was.
He's down. Yeah, that hogged rock really hurt them there in the first shot of the end there.
So he's telling him not to be short.
Yeah, that's.
So we're looking for a 2 here.
Yeah. Don't want to say I've been there before, but. Yeah, definitely don't want to be short here. You want to make sure you're in the house. I'd rather be through than being a 2. Because anything short of the house at this point is helping the other team. You don't want to give them any else to hide behind.
Well, he's definitely not short. Actually, he's really good weight. Let's see if we can hide it. Whoa. Another guard, they say.
Yeah, I think you got to keep guarding. We're just doing some adjustment work with the camera work here, so we'll get back to having a lens to the house shortly. Back in action. So a little heavy on the guard, but it doesn't hurt him too much. It's still okay. The key is you want them covering the center line.
So our medical staff had a quick conversation with Tom Kopp on the side there, and he's walking up and down. He's looking okay. checking his broom head. He looks like he's ready to go. I would say he's clear to play.
It's good to hear.
His car is going to need some detailing.
Yeah. Oh. Don't want 2 head-on collisions in his life today. Pun intended.
Oh, it picked or he hit it.
Man, this has been a tough end.
I don't know if it picked or he touched it.
Either way, they had a
We'd have to
pick
go
on their
to
first
the-
rock and then a
We'd have to go to the replay booth for that one.
yeah. Ugh, does not look pretty now. Not looking pretty for Mitchell.
He doesn't really have that, does he?
They're debating whether to guard that up or tap another one in. So they've chosen to guard. Not a bad choice. I mean, he's going to have to start ripping something
Yeah.
after
It's
this.
yeah. These are shots that I'm skipping. I always get in between. He's like, maybe I rip that red guard up top and then open it right up? Because you got hammer, yellow, and they got nothing in play. That's the only thing I would think of too. But
No,
I like going for the jugular though too. I like to try and get those 2-3 points, and then maybe you get handshakes.
so, I mean, oh, he's going to freeze that right in there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to throw a heater at this.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's the key too. Is if you're gonna play an aggressive game when you're up by 2 with hammer, make sure you're playing. Make sure you're making those shots. If you're making those shots, it's all good.
This is an interesting shot.
Yeah, I don't love hammering anything now at this point. If you're Mitchell, I think you've got to play the tap, the freeze, the wicks, kind of those odd
I
shots.
think this is interesting outcome. I think he could take that middle yellow and sit between there and actually run the yellow, red, yellow later. Plus, he would open the forefoot at the same time for a draw around later on. If he hits everything he's looking at.
Yeah.
Shots, Torgy. Christmas tree's happening right there, man.
Well, looks like they're switching to the triple run back.
Interesting.
Not even a run back, a triple.
This is risky. If you hit on the outside, you're gonna pick out your own red.
And that's what they were worried about. He's got to throw narrow at best,
If you
right?
throw narrow and you hit your own red out too, that's a disaster. There's a lot of risk
Oh, he missed everything. No, you just couldn't do that. Trada, you can't do it. You can't miss everything there.
here. So in my opinion, you gotta peel that top red out. But maybe
He's-
too defensive.
He's just gonna. I think he's seeing blood in the water now.
Yeah. I just hate throwing guards on the center line when I'm up by 2 with hammer. Could work out, but it's a risky play.
Oh. Yeah, you see that? That is a flat spot out there. You can see this one cutting way under again. All right, calling it again. He can't be wide. There, that's way better. All right, we're gonna see something. We get to see something. Just a
Not
no.
much though. I think he just put this. I like the in off that red maybe. Is there a double there? Boom boom.
There's a double. I think he double tap his own and leave a guard as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Hipke's just playing for the 1 or 2 here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you get the 1 or 2, you're looking good.
And he's sitting 2 with a tap. The tap won't be 3. It'll just be 2 with a better position. It's gonna be a good. No, nothing. No, it's not there. I don't think.
Could you ever play the? I'm gonna get in touch now. Like a tap of some sort. You could do like the yellow red tap or the red straight tap.
Just yeah, the angles on the taps aren't very good.
They're not great. They're pretty tough.
If that's open. Yeah, no, we had a guard for sure. I'm just saying, it takes 2 shots.
He doesn't have much at up weight, right? I mean, it's more of a.
No, you're playing back 4 weight at this point. You can't lose your own rock. And you almost want to keep the rock that you throw around for another tap. Like you got to keep your rocks around.
Yeah.
Because if you do your tap and you roll over a hair, you might have a better angle in your final tap. So there's a couple different options, but I don't know if you got anything on that right-hand side they're looking at.
I think they're just trying to improve the lie.
I'm trying to think what I would do. It's a tough choice.
What did they choose? I didn't see.
And you're playing the tap, the straight back tap.
Yeah.
You probably can, but it's a draw right to there. You let him pick it up and move it.
I think it's the right call.
You can make it to the nose, but the problem is that he ain't gonna hit it. Yeah, right. I guarantee you now that he's down there, he doesn't think he can do it. Dan doesn't tend to stand in the.
He's looking at almost as a straight nose tap back, eh? Well, here we go.
Line's good. Back 8.
Who's this?
Close.
No, he's outside. They haven't been quite curled up like he thought, eh?
Yeah.
Backside 12. Yeah, freeze too, gives it a nice shot.
I like tapping that yellow.
Yeah.
My only fear is like getting this too thin. Well, getting it like here and flop it over the like snap lock. I mean, to me it's like, why don't we
Is there a? Can you be too aggressive here and give this end away?
I don't think so because of how the ice doesn't curl a whole ton. Because the worry is you could maybe hit that too far on the wide side. You could tap it way behind cover, and then you might open up a lane to the forefoot. But that rock that they're bearing around is a top 12 rock. And I don't think you can bear around a top 12 on this ice. I just don't think it's there.
Yeah.
But as long as if you just tap that to the top 8, you're looking really good. And
What if he tries to come around and leaves it wide? Do you leave an in off?
I hate coming around. And is that what they're playing? Looks like it, eh?
Well, that's a lot of stick for.
Yeah, it's a lot of stick for a tap. So I don't like coming around because I agree. If you leave it wide, that's the one out that you don't want to leave them.
Right. If that doesn't hide, and he shows the inside of the rock,
They might know this ice better than we do, though. We've seen this flat spot catch them, so maybe they think they need more ice here. That
right, but that spot is not going to be the hole.
That looks wide, though.
Yeah, it does. He threw a spinner, too.
Interesting choice.
See? No, don't even sweep it.
Yeah, I don't
He tried to throw a spinner out there, but that was really risky.
I would have thrown the tap. I don't love that shot choice.
If he threw that right to the tee, that's an in-off for the...
Exactly.
for
That's their
easy
way to get
steal
out.
with no other way to get it.
Yeah, you're giving him one more shot, the exact same shot.
Yeah, but
that's a tough shot.
It's tough.
You're if you need to go laser straight back. If you are on an angle at all, you're going to wreck on the top yellow, or you're going to tap it to the open. So it's a heck of a tough shot.
Same weight, man.
This might be the game shot, though. It's pretty big.
Yeah, he's down. He's got to get it in the house, right? To be maybe 2.
Yeah.
Number 2.
If you give up 2 here, you're looking pretty rough. And if you give up 3, I don't like your chances at all.
I think it's over curling. Oh yeah, can't even get a rub. He didn't throw it hard enough.
So you got to put the tap now, right?
No, it's over. This is a stone.
You got to put it down. So, but I think the tap's usually in the draw.
Yeah, for sure. And you can't ruin it. I don't think.
No, you can't screw anything up. So you got to put a tap.
Yeah. So last one he threw a spinner. I don't think he's going to do that here.
It might be in his head though. He's seen a couple rocks pick here, or hit a flat spot and go sideways. So I could see him throwing a bit more rotation. See what he comes out with. This is one of those passes that if this is the last shot of the game, I think he'd be in his own head. But luckily, he's got a 2-point lead, hammer and sitting 2, so not too risky.
Yeah, yeah, he's.
A little tight.
See the rotation's way down. It is tight. It's going to hit the inside. They don't have much to beat. Yeah, he's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have got 2. By 3.
Yeah, he might have been just enough.
That's enough.
I think it's 3.
See what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
So we got 3 yellow. So we've got a 5-point lead. It's
I remember someone else having a 5-point lead once on this.
It's 5-1 for us.
Oh, it's 5-1.
Yeah, it was a 4-point lead.
That was a 4.
And it wasn't the 7th end.
Yeah. So ends matter.
Yeah, ends matter.
So this is where you say in the house, right?
Yeah. If you get a 2 here,
And he's getting a 2.
he's got to go buy a round of beer now, if that's the case.
I think he's
He's in?
okay. He's technically in.
Okay.
I don't know if I fucked up that release felt good to me. I don't know.
It was narrow pretty quick.
I mean, I don't know what it's. If I'm like hooding it, I might be hooding it. Like I'm getting it here and all that. I really moved it. Yeah, right.
That one.
Mitchell's got an uphill battle here. Some corner guards. They're just dumping them in the house right now. If he can get underneath, looks like he's going to crash.
Okay, got back.
Not too much. They're just loading the 4-foot. And Mitchell's still trying to get around that corner. They're just not quite making it. Now we'll see a couple, see some hit and rolls here and see if he's got to turn the advantage around. Just not quite getting. Oh, you might get a nice double here.
That's the problem. When you plan on, I think you're down by 5. When you're playing a hit, you roll out, it's devastating.
That really curls, man. No, I think it's aggressive. I'll see why.
They're kind of all in.
Their rocks are actually in the house. They're helping you at that point.
Right, you can freeze down 2 of them, use them as jams.
Exactly, a bunch of things.
Started in the shots, but you can freeze a couple down in there now. Towards death.
Cross! Top 4!
Let's see if Juice can hide one here. It looks. It's coming in nice. Sweeping heavy. It's might kiss that guard, yeah.
Even with half hit, that was like back line. Yeah, all of that line, that thing back blue. hit those, it's fine.
I mean, the double's nice here, but I think you only have 4 rocks left to begin with. Now you're playing. He's wide again, really wide. Kevin Neville's going for the juggler right here. This is draw to the pin.
Bit wide.
Pretty good, man.
Pretty good
I mean, it
shot.
leaves the double,
He
but
had to be tough enough.
well, it just goes out.
He buried a pair.
You got 4 more, you got 4 more feet of weight on that. You're on top of the
Yeah, you
number
can't
2.
see the inside edge, so.
Only got 3 rocks left.
Yeah.
Only get that like
That's what I thought. Yeah, I've heard that.
pretty good team. They gotta make
Okay, go ahead.
Without support, it's a 2.5. So
Right. I mean, the thing is juice through his, probably just past the back line, somewhere in between the back line and that.
Oh, it's gonna rub! It's gonna rub! Too late.
Sorry, man.
Oh, they're missing
That's
that
what
ball.
happens. No, that was depth. Okay, that's like that. At this point, I think I just played it. Dude. Yeah. That thing just jumped. I know. Crazy. Nice shot.
It's really, I think that's really hard at the end.
I don't know. The hard turn it took. I don't know if someone was doing it.
Give me a little less than that.
When you throw a double with a roll, it doesn't help, eh? You gotta roll under. That's a lot of stick.
Hitting to look forward to, but that ain't happening. Yeah.
If you just call them back on.
Yeah, it would have been this weekend.
yeah, yes, because it's always the same weekend as the cops.
Right. Right, it's like it's ours, then Kettles, then theirs, all in 3 weeks. It's really stupid.
So a nice tough shot here, just enough to bump him out of the rings. And
Don't even need to get out of the rings. I think just the key is for you to roll. You can roll behind that guard. He's still in a good position.
yeah, so he called on the way
throwing
back
pretty
here.
good weight,
Back
though.
line, he said back line to hack.
Yeah.
It just has that.
That looks wide though.
It's that lefty delivery, I tell you.
That looks really wide.
It's got a different curling. It's got a different throw time.
Yeah. Well, let's wait. A guard's not it. Well, listen, like, do something fun with it.
Yeah, it's weird. That, it's like you get 2 feet off the center line.
Yeah, not looking good for him.
That was probably hacked.
It might happen.
I'll give you a touch left.
So, just throwing one more guard here. Or did he throw it? I don't even know what did he call that draw two?
Yeah, go now, go. Okay,
About 12.
What do you do?
Yeah, I missed the first one. And now
this way? Sure.
I just wanted that to be a corner and finish kind of on that line. I think he's always going to have
shot. Difficult shot here. New ice. We have a small gap. He's crashing. And we look like we're getting That is the end of the game now for the finals.
So I guess that's like, what would you say the game summary is today? I felt like they just couldn't get the hang of the ice on the Mitchell side of things, and then. Sorry?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't.
It looks like I think
3?
yellow scored 3 or 4.
Yeah. I think yellow got
I think it's
3
4.
or 4.
Yeah, I feel like Mitchell just didn't get the hang of the ice early, and then Hipke kind of controlled the play at the center. And it was kind of what I talked about too. You can go to the corners all you want, but if you end up chasing every end of the center, you're not really using them. And I think that was kind of the game story. Was the play was driven to the center. Mitchell had to make a lot of tough shots, and there wasn't really much left for him at the end of each end. So it was tough. Well played game, especially on the Hipke side. I thought they didn't miss a ton after the first end. The first end was a bit shaky on both sides.
Yeah.
But after the first end, it was pretty much Hipke in control. So that's kind of the way I saw it.
Yeah, I think they both played the game we thought they were going to. There was a lot of stuff up front. No one got into a hit game. Just Mitchell their team had a tough time adjusting right away. They fought their way back, and they just never really had advantage of the ends. They never put Hipke in a tough spot, tough shots. It was all, not really placing. They hadn't place anything, So it makes it tough to come back. But we would like to thank Dave McCoy from Roman Studios for producing the show tonight. The camera operator, Sean Doyle, and Randy Bennett, who are behind us right now. It's a great game. We're a club of volunteers, and these guys all do it on on their own cognizance to help the club out. So I want to thank the board of directors for allowing this not only year to go on, but the championship to take place, the recording to take place, and all the help that we've been able to put on the ice. I'd like to thank Scott for announcing and helping today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to doing this again in the future. Enjoyed volunteering and doing the commentating. Hopefully, that one of these finals will actually be playing in it. It's my goal next year. Play one of these finals.
Let's not play our way into the broadcast booth. Right?
Yeah. I want to be on the ice next time. And yeah, thanks to you too, Neil. A lot of fun broadcasting.
Hipke. So the final was Hipke 1 and 7, and the final score
10-2
was
10-2 final score.
11-2 final score after 7. This has been a presentation from the Roman Studios production. All rights are reserved. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without permission is strictly forbidden and very naughty.
Very naughty.
So please,
addition.
do not do that. And to that, we say good night and good curling. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the ice.